2020 shook up everything, and while the world was having one of the worst years in history, I had one of the best years of my life. I started fighting in a popular backyard fighting club called Streetbeefs. Picked up 2 impressive wins in the lightweight division. I was able to test myself and meet some really cool people in the process.
Cheers to an awesome fight, gentlemen.
Much love from
Get that fucking shots in. Yes, sir.
I never planned on fighting in street beefs. For years, I would just train on and off at home, spar with my friends. Always willing to learn new things, but never really taking my training seriously. I've always been interested in martial arts, like forever actually. I started with Taekwondo when I was in middle school, and I did a little boxing, and I always just trained with my friends in my backyard type shit. Nothing like really major. It was more of an on and off thing. I never really stuck with it. And recently I've just been taking everything a lot more seriously. You know, you don't have that sense of infinite time you do when you're young, so. I remember it was late 2019. I went for a jog, and I remember just feeling this urge to just take things more serious and compete. I wanted to test myself. Like, realistically, man, time ain't on my side, and this whole thing for me, man, is just, I feel like just for the next 10 years, I owe it to myself to just go, like, as hard as I possibly can. Wherever I get, wherever I get from going just hard as I can, I'd be okay with it as long as I know that I put as much work in as possible. So I'm gonna put the work in, I'm gonna get some fights, and just go as hard as I possibly can. So I decided to sign up at an old gym I was introduced to a few years back. So I'm here at the gym, X-Fit. I signed up for jiu-jitsu and started working on my ground game. Grappling has always been a challenge for me, but I'm fascinated with it. Finding what I'm okay with, addressing what I'm not good at, trying to problem solve in real time, and pushing my cardio. December 2019, I joined the Muay Thai class and fell in love with it. Striking feels much more natural to me. It was nice to have so many different sparring partners to help me improve my game. I was immediately shown many holes in my stand-up game. I was able to test things out and work on my timing. Coming from a Taekwondo background, I used a lot of side kicks, and I wasn't really used to the style of Muay Thai. I had a lot of bad habits. I would just do what felt natural and try to be creative. So I kept training, still having that itch to compete. I would go to work as a school bus driver and train in between my working schedule. So, kick some ass, then you gotta pick the kids up. I was training every day, trying to familiarize myself with basic Muay Thai techniques. Some of the guys were doing semi-contact point kickboxing. And I remember thinking, one of those would be a perfect start to me competing. So I began training for it. Gonna get some sparring in. No one's here yet. So. Right now it's March 4th, 2020. It's a semi-contact Muay Thai fight. I want to get a couple of these in for the year and eventually MMA. So yeah, I'm about to go get it in right now, put the work in, get ready for this fight. Life is unpredictable, and the universe balances itself out.
Concerns about the deadly coronavirus officially hitting the U.S. More than 400 people have been sickened, and 9 people have died.
The coronavirus is raging and on the move.
California setting another record for a second day in a row.
And tonight, California Governor Gavin Newsom declared a state of emergency.
And that hard-hit states should halt their reopenings.
You certainly have to call a pause and maybe even a backing up a bit.
But there's so many questions about transmission of the virus. We did human to human yesterday.
Oh, no, I can't get no.
What more do we know at this point?
Well, again, what we know is that it's spreading. That's not really a surprise. What we don't know is a lot about this virus.
Some of us try to de-stress by going to the gym and working out, but now many of us aren't able to have that option.
COVID-19 came and changed everything. The world shut down and everyone was scrambling to keep it together. The gym shut down and we were all trying to make the best of the situation. I went back to training at home and I would visit some of the guys here and there. For some time, things were uncertain, but I still put work in as best I could. Meanwhile, my brother-in-law was making his name in street beefs and would always tell me about it. He would always tell me I would do well and I should try it out. Because I already had my own thing going, I would never really consider it. But with everything canceled, street beef was proven to be the opportunity I was looking for to prove myself to myself. Red Reaper was already laying some groundwork on the West Coast. Began gathering local guys with similar passions, which formed Iron Empire. We began training regularly as a team with the intent to compete. We started pushing each other and getting each other fight ready.
What the fuck is that? Whoa!
With the help of MMA light heavyweight Jonathan Bravo.
Down to Wilson. Dempsey is out. Jonathan Wilson. Johnny Bravo. Coming up large in the debut. Just dominated distance control.
Bravo has a lot of knowledge, and he's been in the sport for many years. He's from the town, and he's always been supporting from a distance. Linking up with him has improved my game a lot in a short period of time. And with the help of all the guys, I was able to get good training during quarantine. This was also my first venture into full MMA training. And with the announcement of Street Beefs West Coast 1 being held in my hometown, it was go time. Street Beefs West Coast 1. This event was an explosion. So many guys out to prove themselves and make a name. There were so many memorable moments. So many storylines. The West Coast really came and showed up. And of course, we can't forget about the kick heard around the world. No, I'm just playing. Not that kick. This one. Yeah. Street Beefs West Coast 1 is something I will never forget for the rest of my life. Now it was my time to get in there, and the nerves started kicking in.
All right, Street Beefs. This corner, we got Kung Fu Lou, 0-0 in the yard. In this corner, we got Mook. San Bernardino, representing Iron Park.
In that moment, I was probably the most free I've ever been in my life. This being my first fight, beforehand I was all in my head, putting loads of pressure on myself and thinking too much about the outcome. Once the Canadian said fight, all that went away and I just flowed. Once it was over, I was still processing it, but I remember my stomach feeling really warm. It was a rush. Felt like I overcame myself a little bit that day and gained a lot more confidence. This one right here. This one changed it off for your boy. This one right here. It was a beautiful sequence, but it was only 8 seconds. And I still felt like I had a lot more to show. I skipped out on Street Beefs West Coast 2 and put my bid in for Street Beefs West Coast 3. So I was selected, and me and my lady and my teammate Venom set out for Vegas. Of course, Street Beefs West Coast 3 had a lot of memorable moments. With a lot of returning fighters. My teammates put on a show, and I was ready to go. I got a hard-fought third-round submission, advanced to 2-0, and got to show a little more of my game. The year came to a close. My biggest takeaway from 2020 was find opportunity in the chaos. 2020 was about beginnings. Let's keep it moving through 2021 and beyond.